Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I am your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, today, partially midday, a little 2 hours after midday, I wanted to talk about something that is very saddening to me. It happened. I didn't get a chance to read it, and I was just smiling earlier. And I know people were looking at me because I kept going back and forth. This is what I talked about a couple of days ago about the music, how to play your music by being more creative with the music you like and learning how to play instruments by playing the music that you like, you know. And now today we are mourning. We are mourning because I said, what am I going to talk about today? And I said, I saw her picture. Her picture just caught me. Her picture. God bless her. God bless her soul. I don't care who she was politically, as long as she wasn't a murderer, God bless her soul. You know, she was a freaking student. And she was all of 22 years old and was last seen April 27th in Covington, Kentucky. I don't, their body was found near Wilder May 24th. That's 28 days almost. Just recently. This is just recent. A month. Body of missing college student is found, police say. Officials say volunteer searchers were the key. Theo Nugent and Gillian Swazinski, USA Today Network. The body of a Northern Kentucky University student who had been missing for nearly a month was found in a wooded area near the campus, authorities said. Officials indicated they did not suspect foul play. Murry Frost was last seen April 27th in Latonia neighborhood of Covington, Kentucky, just south of Cincinnati, according to Covington Police Department. Police have issued an alert April 30th and requested the public's help in finding Frost. Frost's disappearance prompted local authorities to launch an investigation and a search. The volunteer-based or organization EquiSearch Midwest Boone County Water Rescue, the Wilder Police Department, and Northern Kentucky University assisting Covington Police Department in the investigation, police said. Now, I'm coming into this freelance. However it was, we're thinking, they say no foul play. But it's more to this. I want to know how she died. So it says, while we are saddened by this loss, we hope this development can provide the family with some answers and a measure of closure. Covington Police Department. Privately organized search groups who consisted of false friends, relatives, and community members also searched independently, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer, a part of the USA Today network. In a statement May 24th, the Covington Police Department said False body was found by an independently organized search group in the nearby city of Wilder, Kentucky. Investigators from Covington Police Department were working with the Wilder Police Department and the Campbell County Coroner's of Office to examine the scene. Police said there were no indications of foul play. The coroner's office will determine the cause and manner of death. Police said no additional details would need to be released until that process is completed. We extend our deepest condolences to the Frost family and their loved ones during this incredibly difficult time, the Covington Police Department says. Hmm. No additional details will be released until that process is completed. We extend our deepest condolences to the Frost family and the loved ones during this incredibly difficult time, the Covington Police Department said. While we are saddened by the loss, we hope this development can provide the family with some answers and measure of closure. Authorities urged the public to allow investigators to continue their work and noted that the Frost family has requested privacy as they grieve. A week's long search. At the time of Frost's disappearance, police sought the public's help after obtaining surveillance images showing what the student was wearing before disappearing. We are deeply concerned, and our thoughts are with the family, friends, and those impacted. The Covington Police Department is leading the investigation, and we are fully cooperating and supporting their efforts. Northern Kentucky University spokesperson Corey Best said in a statement at the time. Charlie King, one of Frost's friends, said on Facebook said in a Facebook post that Frost had been on the way to campus from over the Rhine, a neighborhood just north of downtown Cincinnati, on the evening of April 27th. Murry never made it to class and has been missing ever since. King said in the post, adding a false car was discovered in the Tonia neighborhood. False bag was found in Northern Kentucky University, and police later found the student's cell phone. King said, friends, family, and members of the local community have rallied online and in person to share information, distribute images, and organize their own searches. Frost was set up to graduate in Northern Kentucky University with a bachelor's degree in fine arts May 9th in the Cincinnati Enquirer reported. Mm, what does that say? King said Frost was transgender. Oh, poor thing. King said Frost was transgender. Was they didn't put A. King said Frost was transgender man. It should say a transgender man who was early in the process of transitioning, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer. Frost's disappearance cast a shadow over Northern Kentucky University's spring commencement ceremony early in May, where a moment of silence was observed. Murry, who we hope to see you so we hope to see you soon so we can hand you the diploma you have earned, Northern Kentucky University said. Um, wow, that's deep. Yeah. Provost Diane McGill said at the ceremony before graduates walked across the stage. B. Wayne, 25, told Cincinnati Enquirer he met Foss at the end of last summer at the Trans Mask Cincy event and described them as light to the community. After after the event, the two sat in Wayne's car talking for hours, and Wayne told Foss about wanting to carve a queer future in religion. He said, holy smokes. I cannot entertain that. But I can say that, it's acknowledged in the real world that that exists. You're not, nothing bad is happening to you. So maybe as long as you're not doing anything, which religion are we talking about? Like satanic religion? Are we talking about Christianity? Trying to, do the best you can, as a Christian with Christian values, but just lost because you're transgender? Is it that? I don't know. I don't know. This is very limited. I'm about to finish. But where was I at? Faust have been attending Spanish speaking church at the time. That's pretty cool. That's brave as crap. That is brave. That is brave. I'm not saying, I mean, like, let's just be realistic. There are Spanish people here that are, that have been immigrated here legally. So when I hear that, I'm like, wow, that's brave. And had lots of questions. Wang said the two had made plans to do drag and art together when they were free from their studies. But the last time they saw each other was at Fall Senior Art Exhibit. It was really cool to find another queer person who was open and wanting to talk deeply about spirituality with me, Wang said. After Foster body was discovered, their family thanked the local community for its support through its difficult time. While our hearts are broken and this is not the outcome we are hoping for, we can only pray that finding them provides closure and comfort to everyone who is hurting. The family said May 25th in a statement posted on a Facebook page dedicated to the search. The family said it was establishing an art scholarship fund to honor False love of art, and that any donations or proceeds from the sale of False work will be used to support art students in the community. I mean, I gave my purest form of my opinion. Like when God bless her, him, her, yeah, I, he still, she, they are dead. They are dead, and they say there's no form of foul play, but she's out in the area just dead. Nobody just dies, especially at 22. So whether queer or not, she was a person. And that is a mystery. I would have to research it. They have 2 weeks to give me the autopsy report, literally. Because I want to know what happened and what's in her. No, I'll be more lenient. 3 months. Because I'm like, no, I can't do it. And whether or not you just, I don't know, man, you go to a new college and stuff like this happens. You look in a camera and you never know your picture. A picture is worth 1,000 words. A picture is worth 1,000 thoughts. What if you can look a person in their pictures and can tell if they're going to be susceptible to dying? What if AI could? That's a new app. I gotta write that down. And then that's way in the future. If that came out, that would be a game changer. Uh, well, based on your eye structure, we're going to tell you you're going to catch cancer in 30 years if you don't stop smoking. Don't they do that already? Or they be like something, based on your trajectory of how you're going now, you may be dead off of this issue right here. Scary, right? You would change your future, therefore live longer, right? But she didn't. That's a scary thing to literally like mutilate your body. My heart goes out to her because she was transitioning, and I'm like, I I have to relate. Y'all have to understand why I say this. This is literally, I've had 3 C-sections. That that in itself was crazy. Ah, and it's like that's my stomach. And I remember the pain. It no longer hurts, but I remember the pain of what I went through. They went through 8 layers of skin, and this is my stomach. It's tough, you know? And yet it felt like my guts were coming out every time I walked, or if I moved my body a certain way, that an electrical current was coming all the way down to my leg. So that is one feeling. It don't happen no more. But that's one feeling. How about think about what you're doing? I would be more respectful for you for dressing up as another person and advocating for your rights than you going off and mutilating your body and turning into something not like a woman, not like a woman, is like something else. Because you got male DNA and then, or chromosomes, and then you're morphing into something like a woman. but you're not quite there because the chromosomes never change. So you're like a woman, but like a man, which makes you transgender. And I don't judge you. I don't want you to ever think I judge you. All I'm saying is that you are dying out. Don't let them win because of your weakness of feeling like you must be another gender. At least just be gay or bisexual. I don't know what this thing has morphed into. You have to change your thinking skills. And it's not saying religious wise, I think God accepts everybody. But that's why he doesn't want men uh transgendering. It's only male and female. Imagine in the future if they continued down this path with transgender. You would be literally giving birth and changing your chromosomes and giving birth to children and building, like, this is it interests me, but at the same time I'm like, it's not real. Why? How come you have to? I can see if you predetermined it, but this is present determining. You can predetermine your birth. Oh, we want the female. Oh, we want the male. That's one thing. But to be a 6-year-old child being cut on because he feels that he want to make mommy or daddy happy is wrong. Or even 18 or 22. Be happy. I The only thing I say with the power that I have, if you must be gay, be gay. Don't bring that to me. I'm not saying that gay people are evil. All I'm saying, because there are some that fly under the radar, that do their job, that do good things. Show me a good gay person. Because you got the name gay, you got the beautifulest name, gay. That means happy. So show me a gay thing. Don't show me meltdown, people crying, they bringing their children to the event to talk junk about presidents and shit. Don't show me a meltdown. Show me success. And there are some that are successful, you know. And I don't I don't if I judge someone, I would have to judge myself. I judge myself really heavily. And as long as you're not putting filth in children's heads, making it look like a happy meal to children, but, or, when you talk, even I notice, if I was gay, I would talk to the child and not advertise my gayness as the fun side of town versus the bad side of the bad side of town. That's what they do. And it's not good. It's not good for the kid because it confuses the kid. It's sort of like a custody battle, back and forth, the custody hearing. And I had it, I think we all have it. And it's like, dang, man, like, I don't know. My heart goes out to them. but they have to make a change. Because Trump could just forget about y'all. He's actually making it easy for y'all to think straight as gay people. You know what I mean by that is, no, if you are a man going as a woman, don't go into a woman's facility. That's all I'm saying. Don't think that you can, that's that's crazy. Why would you? That's everybody gonna be doing that. And they are. It's belittling the women, you know, and it's just wrong. They have privacy. Let them have their privacy. You know, it should be, if you feel that you must have your privacy too, fine. If that's what you're saying, then address it with your governor about making a bathroom for transgender men or women or however you say it. you know, but don't try to say I want what she got. It's like you're trying to take our womanhood and stuff, man. Like I want what she got. I want, you can have those things, yes. But don't take our bathrooms and take our sports. You can have boobs, fine. You can get cut on. I told you the speculation on that. But don't think you're going to hurt somebody. Like that poor little girl. That poor little girl was hurt. She was so hurt. She got hit with a volleyball or some type of ball on her, and it caused her to hurt. Like, I think she ended up hurting her body. I would never go against how I feel. Like a man is strong, whether a tiny man or a large man. Like a man is a man, strong as ever. Like seriously. You'll be amazed if you watch what I see on TV, how crazy it has to get for police officers. And it'd be short 5 foot people acting a fool. And it's like, I feel like, I hope that y'all know I love y'all just as much as I love being a Republican. But it's just some things I just can't accept. It's common sense things. That's all I'm saying. Common sense says don't shower with a woman or a girl. Common sense don't know sports. This is reliving and thumbprinting your way into society. That is suppressing and oppressing women when you do that. It may not affect me personally, but I can never let that ride. Not because I want to impress Trump, but because I have common sense. A girl is not going to go toe to toe with a guy. I don't care how feminine he acts. However, I want to stress that this woman, I'm going to call her a woman because she is still young. She was young. She didn't know what she wanted. You know, uh, imagine how many people get cut on and regret it. And that's scary. You know, that's a scary thing to have your sex organs tampered with the surgical tools we have today. I can see if somehow they morphed using a machine. That's one technology I can let up. And therefore, fine. But you're getting sliced. Imagine that for a child, man. There's no going back. Paper cut, razor cut, knife. You get cut, there's no thing that can take that cut away. I can accept my boob job. I can accept the C-section, but it's no way, because I have common sense and I don't want to change, that I will ever allow somebody to fiddle with my organs sexually or of any sort. That is common sense knowledge. If I had, which I don't, a penis, I would just be gay and tuck it in. I would not fantasize. I would not get depressed over that crap. I would just be happy with being gay, happy and gay. This isn't a diss. This is the truth. You want to get cut on? Go ahead. They'll show you you get your feeling back. Go ahead and do it. I dare you. If you that damn desperate, go ahead. You can't make a baby and you can't produce a baby. So what you gonna do? I don't get it. If you had any chance at life, you would do what my sister kind of did. You would sit up there and you would worry about your children or choose the mother, but it's still not even going to work because you just, you will always have that feeling of wanting that feeling of carrying that person's child or giving that person the option of being impregnated. That will always cross your mind. Then you got insemination. There's so I get it, but everybody can't afford everything. I don't think that even when they change the sex organs, that a man can produce anything. A female that changes to a male can produce anything. And the same with a male. Imagine that. Just imagine that for us. Y'all never get the chance to imagine it. Imagine both occurrences happening. Not with your children. I don't even want to imagine that shit. I'm talking about adults. That 22-year-old girl processing herself. Now imagine what they do. Use your imagination. That's a scary thing, man. Oh, ugh. So, in closing, I just wanted to say, God bless that woman. I don't care. I'm gonna keep calling her a woman because if she want to go by woman, I never been the type, and I always mess up because I understand, but I don't want them to ever think that I do it on purpose. It's one thing to purposefully mess up and call a woman a man or a man a woman, but I don't do it purposefully. And on a wide scale spectrum, I just want peace. And on a wide scale spectrum, I respect you guys. But I don't respect the meltdowns. Stop with the meltdowns. That's all I ask. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So, yeah. If you can go without the meltdowns and just learn how to get along with other people, just because you disagree with them, don't mean you got to be out to kill them and stuff, man. God bless that soul. And I mean that on God. And only God knows, I'm being honest. Whether transgender, male, female, whatever this person was, they had feelings, they had a heart, they had dreams and aspirations. And I'll close with that. Take care, y'all. I love you guys.